Bulavinaka, my name is Litia and I'm from the beautiful island of Laos and I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
My name is Casey, I'm from Tabua. We love Today FM in Tabua. Today FM rocks.
My name is Selina, I'm from Tavenga Vengamba. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Bula, my name is Carlo. I love listening to the music in Today FM, in Malak Island. Today FM rock.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
In the news tonight, FRU President reveals details for Sevens bid to World Rugby. Lack of development caused a rural-urban drift. And no strike action in 10 years, says Minister.
From the studios of FBC Suva, I'm Rita Sagar.
Nandi will be the host for the World Rugby 7 Series if the Fiji for Sevens bid is approved by World Rugby in July. This was revealed by Prime Minister and Fiji Rugby Union President Varange Bainimarama during the FRU Awards Gala dinner last night. Melita Vanga reports the tournament could be held as early as October 2019.
Nandi's Prince Charles Park will be ideal for a World Rugby 7 Series leg as it is closer to the international airport. The park will be transformed into a rugby amphitheatre where a temporary infrastructure will deliver a 20,000 capacity venue.
Current estimates indicate we can expect to invest around $10 million from government to provide the amenities, the facilities and upgrades to make for a successful world-class tournament.
Bainimarama says the Fiji Rugby Union is prepared to host either a standalone event or twin with another host union.
We've also bid for a combined men's and women's tournament, which would make us only the third integrated men's and women's tournament leg in the world.
Sevens bid team leader Brian Turban says Suva does not have the capacity to accommodate teams and Nandi is the best option.
Needed to provide something like 420 hotel rooms, 280 for the men and 140 for the women. And we came to the conclusion that Suva just didn't have the hotel capacity.
FRU chair Francis Kin says they have left no stones unturned.
The successful bid that has been submitted at the end of last month, and we echo the words that you said. It's now in the hands of good World Rugby.
The FRU is now awaiting for World Rugby's decision and has already started mapping out their plans to host the tournament. The overall economic benefit to host the tournament in Fiji is estimated at $50 million. Melita Vanga, FBC Sports.
The General Secretary of the Fijian Media Association, Stanley Simpson, says everyone is entitled to give their opinion on the standard of journalism and media in the country. However, Simpson says the people must realize the hard work put in by journalists to deliver their work. Simpson was responding to a claim made by opposition MP William Ngavoka in Parliament earlier this week, where he attacked the work done by journalists. Ngavoka had made the claims while responding to a ministerial statement made by Communications Minister Ayan Said Qayyum on the update on Walesi.
What we fear the most is this Walesi to be controlled by pro-Fiji first journalists. That is what we fear the most, Madam Speaker. Just like Fiji. And as you know, Madam Speaker, the quality of discourse in this country has deteriorated under Fiji First. We used to be an intelligent people. Now through Fiji First, the quality of journalism, the quality of discourse has really dropped. You know, we have become collectively, I don't use the word here, Madam Speaker.
I think it's important for the public to understand that the media is striving every day to maintain high standards and to bring information and news to the people of this country. It's also important to acknowledge the great work that has been done by the media in very difficult and challenging circumstances. And it is important that they be given the access to information that they need to report accurately, and also, importantly, to be given the freedom to do their work.
A lack of development in the rural areas by past governments has resulted in rural-urban drift. Agriculture Minister Inea Seruratu stressed this when opposition made claims that the agriculture sector's contribution to economic growth is low as more farmers are migrating to towns and cities. Kelly Vadala reports.
The latest census results show around 56% of the population reside in urban areas, an increase of 6% when compared to 2007. According to opposition MP William Ngavoka, this is a concern.
We know in the recent census there has been a huge scale of migration from the rural areas into the cities, into the towns. And it is telling us something, that our people do not find land usage, especially agriculture, as profitable.
Contribution of non-sugar agriculture, Madam Speaker, has continued to increase consistently from 2017. Let me give you the figures again, Madam Speaker. In 2017, the export values was 130 million, Madam Speaker. 2008, 143 million. 2009, 146 million.
Sariratu also says the government has been upgrading facilities in the rural areas and increasing benefits for farmers.
This government has given them fertilizer subsidy, has given them farm mechanization, has given them land preparation facility which he enjoys, and Madam Speaker, more Rugby.
The minister was responding to a motion moved by Vilaminga Voka to appoint a select committee to inquire into and make recommendations in relation to agricultural development and marketing plans, which was defeated in Parliament. Kelly Vadala, FPC News.
The review and upgrade of labour laws are on par with international benchmarks, according to the minister responsible, Chone Usamate. Delivering his ministerial statement in Parliament earlier this week, Usamate said that under the Employment Relations Act, industrial action has been drastically reduced. Usamate says the progressive legislation includes 30 conventions of the International Labour Organization and 8 core ILO conventions.
From 2003 to 2008, we had a total of 60 strikes under the old law. This law came into place in 2008, and since that time to date, there have been only a total of 2 strikes that were recorded but was declared unlawful as the workers had walked off their job without completing the necessary processes which require constant dialogue to try to resolve the issues.
Bula, kera mai singa toka, kera ndo tali taka na varorong na Radio Fiji 1 and Domoy Viti.
Ayaw na rin siya. Utiko minasong butikola ndo tali taka na Radio Fiji 1 na Domoy Viti.
Kaya kuyaga sila tali, nagurara may nawamanyi, nandunga. Gitu tali taki yang gitu pinasabale, nagunturong barong na Radio Fiji 1 na Domoy Viti.
Na Radio Fiji 1 na Domoy Viti na bonga ni bien.
The Fiji Police Force received more vehicles from the government yesterday. Police Commissioner Brigadier General Sitiveni Gilho says these vehicles will be well suited for their operations in the highlands of Viti Levu and Vanua Levu. Gilho also reminded the officers to take responsibility of the vehicles.
I make this statement purely based on the fact that admittedly some of our officers are guilty of not looking after our valuable resources. I had labelled accidents involving police vehicles at one stage as disgustingly shameful, simply because, as the enforcers of traffic laws, we are the last ones to be caught breaking road rules.
Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi conveyed his gratitude to his Fijian counterpart Vorenga Bainimarama for his ambassadorial role in bringing people together on a stage where they are able to implement action-oriented plans. The two met on the margins of the International Solar Alliance founding conference at the Rashtrapati Bhavan in New Delhi, India. They discussed areas of mutual interest to further enhance bilateral economic cooperation. Modi sought support for his countryside Gujarat state to establish a supply chain of pharmaceutical products in Fiji. He says Fiji should link up with the Indian Navy to monitor our exclusive economic zone. India is also keen to electrify our rural communities through its Ujala initiative, under which they supply LED bulbs worldwide. Digicel Fiji launched its superfast 4G Plus network, which is now switched on in Nandi, including the Denarau Island. The announcement was made last night as Digicel partnered with Samsung to unveil the Galaxy S9 and S9 Plus smartphones. Chief Executive Mike Gregg says this is a cornerstone of the recent $50 million investment to expand and upgrade their network.
Having the right devices is critical. We have a long-standing relationship with Samsung and we're delighted with that. We know that Samsung is a very popular brand in Fiji for Fijians in terms of a smartphone, smart device. And you know, today we're trying very, very hard to bring great value and services. We've upgraded our network, and all of that is really ends with the device. If the device isn't right, then that all goes away.
Ahead in sports tonight, bonus payout given to Sevens team. And Nandongo Central crowned the winner of the Maduata Zone 1. This and more after the break.
Moala radada ranalika, au tikongona taunu singatoka, andou talitaka na vakaronga ng Bula FM, number 2 na sere.
Ya dora subuni kurna bili. Ibora ni batu karah hambara binaranga. Do talitaki na vakaronga ng Bula FM, number 2 na sere. Bula!
Bula FM, number 2 na sere.
Fiji Warriors have successfully defended the World Rugby Pacific Challenge Cup title. Fiji actually thrashed Tonga 57-7 in the last round of the competition at Suva's ANZ Stadium this afternoon. The side remain undefeated as they earlier beat Junior Japan 28-3, which had put them a step closer to winning the title. The team also had a successful outing against Samoa A, beating them by 33-21. The Fiji Airways Sevens rugby side received their bonus payout during the FRU Awards last night at the Sheraton Fiji Resort in Denarau after successfully winning 2 World Sevens titles this year. The side received $25,000 for winning the Hamilton Sevens in New Zealand and the same amount for winning the Vancouver tournament in Canada. They also received $10,000 for reaching the Las Vegas Sevens quarterfinal. Meanwhile, Fiji Airways Sevens rep Kalyona Nasoko was awarded the Best Sevens Player of the Year award. During the awards, Prime Minister Vorengembaini Marama observed a minute of silence to pay tribute to former Flying Fijians assistant coach Mac McCallion, who died in New Zealand earlier this week. Meanwhile, Fiji Airways Flying Fijians Leone Nakarawa won the Best Male 15s Player of the Year award. The offload king was not present at the awards night since he is currently committed in his French top 14 club Racing 92, but his award was received by one of his relatives. Meanwhile, Fiji Warriors captain Moses Voka scooped 2 awards last night. Voka won the Domestic Player of the Year and Fiji Drawer of the Year award. Former Fiji Airways Sevens coach Alifere Tendere was presented with the Rugby Hall of Fame award. Nandongo Central College has again been crowned the winner of the Maduata Zone 1 athletics competition. Eleanor Turangaview reports this is the 3rd year the school has won the annual meet.
10 schools vying for the top spot in the Maduata Zone 1 athletics competition. With 12 track events and 6 field events, only one school came out the winner at the end of the day.
Give it up for Nandongo Central College!
I dedicate this to my Lord Almighty for helping us to be the champions for the 3rd time.
After an intense day of competition, Nandongo Central College scooped 36 gold medals, 19 silver medals and 12 bronze medals, winning the title for the 3rd year in a row.
The preparation part, it was really hard for us because the condition, the weather condition did not really support us. But the effort from our coaches, there are 5 coaches, we divided into categories, sprints, jumps, and then we managed to train our athletes. Because there is a big number, then we had to split our coaches, and there is teamwork with our teachers that made us to reach the 3rd time in a row.
Nandongo came with the largest contingent of athletes this year, and Games Committee President Shavnil Chand was impressed with their performance.
Nandongo, like they have really prepared well, and they had a good squad. There were about 100 athletes. That's the largest continent to participate here. Other schools just were around 70, some at least 30, 60.
Dovata Secondary School in Undu came in 2nd place with 18 gold medals, 14 silver and 8 bronze medals. 3rd place was Holy Family Secondary School with 16 gold, 19 silver and 15 bronze. Eleanor Turangiview, FBC News.
Vodafone Fiji football midfielder Dave Randragai believes the team is ready to face the Philippines next Thursday. Randragai has been one of the form players for the national team and says they have worked hard and are ready to put up a great show. The team leaves on Monday and plays the Philippines in Manila on Thursday.
Well, all the boys have been training hard for this match.
and everybody's looking forward for this game. We'll give them a good match, like all the coach said. It's going to be a good game.
The Chiefs overturned a 14-point deficit to beat a valiant Bulls side 41-28 in Hamilton last night. Despite going out 28-14 in front at half-time, the Bulls were condemned to their third defeat in the competition. The Ratu Kandavulevu School Under-19 Rugby League team retained the Tanoa Shield after tied at 12-all against Latter-day Saint in the Southeast Zone competition at St. Marcelline Primary School playground this afternoon. LDS led at half-time 12-8. The RKS side scored a try in the second half to match up the LDS team. Meanwhile, RKS, John Wesley College, Morris Brothers High School and Lilleen Memorial have qualified for the Cup quarterfinal that will be played next week. The Under-17 Nasinu Secondary, MBHS, LMS and Ratu Sukuna Memorial have also qualified. In the Under-15, RKS, LMS, Nasinu Secondary and Central have also booked their place in the quarters. The Sydney Roosters defeated Fiji Mbati rep Marcelo Montoya's Canterbury Bulldogs in a grueling 30-12 win in round 2 of the NRL last night. The Roosters led 18-0 at halftime. Meanwhile, Fiji Mbati rep Corbin Sims' Broncos held off a fast-finishing North Queensland Cowboys to claim a 24-20 win at the Suncorp Stadium last night. The Broncos were in control for much of the game, but the visitors pulled off a stunning comeback when Scott Bolton charged towards the line, only to bounce off the goalpost and lose the ball. Cloudy conditions with brief showers were experienced over the eastern parts and the interior of the larger islands today. Fine weather prevailed elsewhere, with showers and thunderstorms developing in the afternoon. Now looking at the west, increasing clouds with a couple of showers this afternoon. Eastwards from Pacific Harbour to Suva, times of sun and clouds throughout the day. And all the way up north, mainly clear throughout the day, brief showers experienced by this afternoon. At sea, moderate southeast winds, fresh at times and moderate to rough seas. Now for the tides, high tide will be at 6:44 p.m. with low tide at 12:59 tomorrow morning. Sunrise will be at 6:09. As for tomorrow, cloudy periods with brief showers about the eastern parts and interior of the larger islands is expected. And looking further on to Monday, a mixture of cloud and the sunny spell. Recapping the main stories, FRU President reveals details for Sevens bid to World Rugby. Lack of development caused rural-urban drift. And no strike action in 10 years, says Minister. For these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station, Gold FM. To our poll question. This week, we're asking, should more police posts be set up around the country to counter criminal activities? Visit our FBC website to answer. You can send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email, fbcnews@fbc.com.fj, or share it with us via our Facebook page, FBC News, or you can also follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC News, or simply hashtag FBC News. And that was your FBC News for tonight. Until next time, good night.
मैं प्रेमिला वायरुकू रेकी रेकी से सुबह मेरी आँख खुलती है तो मैं मिर्ची FM सुनती हूँ। मिर्ची FM is number 1. It's so hot.
हम लोग बार टाउन के कैरियर ड्राइवर लोगों ने हम लोग के मिर्ची FM सुनो अच्छा लगे। मिर्ची FM is hot.
हाय, मैं संध्या नारियल रेफ्रिकी से मेरे सारे दोस्त मिर्ची FM सुनते हैं। मिर्ची FM is hot. I love मिर्ची FM.
हमें स्पिन टोटो हुआ कि मिर्ची FM में सबसे अच्छा गाना बजे।
मिर्ची FM, it's hot.